Since 2014, San Diego City College students have had astronomy classes in a planetarium.
I think I really like the experience in the planetarium. I would say it's the part of my day that I look forward to on my Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Professors look forward to it too.
Having taught astronomy in a planetarium and for many, many years without one beforehand, I can't imagine going back to not having a planetarium anymore.
Lisa Will is a physics and astronomy professor. She taught the first astronomy class to use the college's planetarium in spring 2014.
What I remember the most from that day was a student said, it's good to see City College finally getting what it deserves. And I think what that student really meant, it's good to see the City College students finally get what they deserve. They deserve the best equipment. They deserve a room that excites them, that makes them want to come to class.
More than a decade later, it's no longer the best equipment.
One of the projectors takes about 25 minutes to warm up as opposed to the other projector, which is still working fine, but they don't manufacture these projectors anymore, and you want to have matching projectors in a planetarium system. And so it's still working, but every time I boot it up, I'm kind of worried that this will be the day that it doesn't.
Will knows just how good the planetarium could be. She's also the Fleet Science Center's resident astronomer. There, she can easily access data from agencies around the world, like NASA and the European Space Agency. New software would also allow her to show constellations from other cultures, like the Kumeyaay.
There are beautiful stories to tell across different cultures, and when I show them the constellations, I try to include that, but the constellations that we're showing have the 88 stories that basically are connected to the constellations that professional astronomers use.
That kind of cultural relevance is something City College has been working to incorporate throughout its classes. Administrators realized the outdated software limited those efforts. So they got permission from the U.S. Department of Education to spend some grant funding focused on Latino and low-income students in STEM on the planetarium. School leaders say improving the planetarium aligns with the mission to make science more accessible.
Well, the reality is that a lot of our students doesn't have the ability to go into the field, or to do field trips, ever since the K-12 system, right? So not all of the schools had the same access to field trips of hands-on science education. So here at the City College, we are really lucky that our faculty and our dean envisioned to have a space that could provide hands-on learning without leaving campus.
In February, the San Diego Community College District's Board of Trustees voted to spend more than $400,000 from that federal grant on the planetarium. The agenda item said they should spend the funds as soon as possible, since federal funds supporting diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives could be frozen. Diaz Carrasco says the funding for the upgrades is secure.
For our particular grant, again, it's meant to support low-income and Hispanic or Latino students, and we haven't received any legislative action that says that that mission is going to change. So we have been instructed to continue the work as we have been doing it.
Will says it's important for federal funding to support public resources like the planetarium.
I think sometimes the general public hears of these data sets or these missions and they don't feel a connection to them, but they are owed the right to witness them, they're owed the right to see that data because they paid for it and it's theirs.
The fifth and final year of the grant begins in October. Diaz Carrasco says she doesn't expect that funding to be pulled as long as they continue to follow the parameters approved in 2021. It's helped City College expand STEM tutoring, counseling services, faculty development, and research opportunities for students.
And they are transferring to further institutions. They are being recognized in national conferences. So we wanted to continue to do that type of work regardless of who funds it.
The new planetarium equipment is expected to be installed in the fall. Katie Anastas, KPBS News.